Hello dear students, welcome back to the class 9. So in the last video we have completed with the exercise number 1.1. So in this video we are going to study that is solving exercise number 1.2. Okay, so see here, first question we are having as state whether the following statements are true or false, justify your answer. State whether the following statements are true or false, justify your answers. So see here all of you, every irrational number, first one, every irrational number is a real number. So see here, irrational, so just take a number line, it is 0, 1, 2, 3 and this is -1, -2. So they are saying every irrational number is a real number. So already know real numbers means the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers on a number line. So this is, we can say, every irrational number. So root pi, root 2, root 3 and this pi. So all these numbers are real numbers. Hence we can say every irrational number is a real number. So I can write root 2, root 3 and root pi, that is pi, is true. Hence we can say every irrational number is a real number. Okay, next to see, every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. So m is a natural number means, so this is false. False because root m. So root m, when you express that, this is only this, they are saying that it is a natural number. Means no, it is not a natural number. It may be have natural numbers means is include only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it includes 0. Root m is also includes, that is root m. If I take -2, if I take -4, if I take -4, if I want to square this, I always get this positive. So it is false because every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number, because this is false. Next to see, every real number is a rational number. Every real number is irrational number. So every rational number, we know that every irrational number is a real number. That is every real number. Real number means definition says the combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers on number line is called real number. Is an irrational number not expressed in the form of p by q. So real number, if I choose real number as 3, so 3 by 1. So 3 is an integer. So this integer can be expressed in the form of p by q. But irrational numbers cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So hence it is false. Hence it is false. So this is your exercise number 1.2, that is state whether the following statements are true or false. Just note down this, the first main part. So now comes to the exercise number 1.2, that is the second question. Second question you are having as, are the square roots of all positive integers are irrational? If not, give example of the square root of a number that is rational. So now see once again the question, are the square roots of all the positive integers are irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is rational. So now see, all of you know the square roots. So if I take an example, I take root 4, root 9, root 36. So this I choose, and also I choose root 49. So are the square roots of the positive integers are irrational? So I should say it is no, because see here, root 4 can be expressed in the form of pairs, that is 2 into 2. If I write root 4, I get 2. Similarly, root 9, that is 3 into 3. What is the square root of 9, which is equals to 3? Similarly, root 36, that is 6 into 6, that is a pair, and if I want, you can write as this 6. Similarly, root of 49, I can write this as 7 into 7 in the form of pair, and root of 49 is 7. So this 2, 3, 6, 7. So these are integers and it can be expressed in the form of rational numbers, that is 2 by 1, 3 by 1, 6 by 1 and 7 by 1, where 1 is not equals to 0 and 1 is not equals to 0. And similarly we can say that every square roots are rational, but every square roots are not irrational numbers. So if only prime numbers can be expressed in the form of irrational numbers, that is the prime numbers are 2, 3 and pi. Okay, so only prime numbers can be expressed in the form of irrational numbers, and the square roots can be expressed in the form of rational numbers. So this you have to write. So no, just you have to write only the square roots of all positive integers are rational but not irrational numbers. Next, write therefore the square roots therefore the square roots of all positive integers are rational but not irrational. Okay, so remaining third example is location of root 5. Third example is location of root 5, and one more example is there, that is for your homework. There are 2 examples you have to solve, and these examples you have to note down. That is exercise number 1.2, that is first question and second question you have to note down, and you have to send me on my WhatsApp number. So now comes to the one more concept, that is real numbers and their decimal expansion. So we study in this video, that is real numbers and their decimal expansion. By solving the example, we will come to know what are these real numbers and their decimal expansion. So see here, we will solve this 10 by 3, that is 3 of 10. So all of you know the decimals, how to solve the division. So that is 3 3s are 9, again 10 minus 9 is again 1, again take this point, increase 1 0, again 3 3s are 9, so again this is 1, again 1, this is 10, again 3 3s are 9, which is equals to, it is 10 minus 9, which is equals to 1. So this is 3.3333. So this is one first scenario we can consider. Second scenario, we have to see that 7 by 8 I can write as 8 of 7. So 8 of 7, so this you can take this as point, and you can increase this 0. So they see you can increase the 0, that is 0.70. So 8 8s are 64. So again this is 10 minus 4, which is equals to 6. 7 minus 7, which is equals to 0, which is equals to 0.6. Again increase 1 0, again 8 7s are, that is 56. Again 60 minus 56 again, which is equals to 4. Again 8 5s are 40. Again 8 5s are 40, which is equals to 0. Okay, here you can see the remainder is equals to 0. In this scenario, the remainder is not equals to 0 and it is terminating decimal. Okay, now in this scenario you can see that this is a terminating and repeating decimal. So here our remainder is not equals to 0 and it is repeating. Similarly, here you can see it is remainder is equals to 0, that is 0.875. So this is a terminating decimal. This is the terminating decimal. Next, one more we are having, that is 1 by 7. Third one, that is 1 by 7. That is 7 of 1, which is equals to, you can take this point, you can take this as 10. So again 7 1s are 7. So again 10 minus 7, which is equals to 3. Again increase 1 0. Again 7 4s are 28. So again this is 30 minus 28 is again 2. Increase 1 0. So again this is 7 2s are 14. So again 20 minus 14 is again 6. So increase 1 0. Again 7 8s are 56. So again this is 4. Again so it becomes 0.1428. Again this will repeat as 0.1428. So you can write this as remainder is not equals to 0, and this is the terminating, non-terminating. This is non-terminating and repeating. Okay, so this is the non-terminating and repeating. So this is the terminating decimal. So this is also remainder is not equals to 0, but it is also non-terminating and repeating. So what we can conclude from these three examples, so we can conclude that for rational numbers, we can conclude that first case we can consider as for rational numbers, the remainder is equals to 0. The remainder is equals to 0. And one more case we can consider that the remainder is not equals to 0. The remainder is not equals to 0 and it is repeating. So what about irrational numbers? We can consider the case what we can see the scenario, that is for irrational numbers, if you consider root 2 and root 3 or pi. So pi is 3.142. So like this 5, 6, 4. So it is non-terminating and non-recurring. So we can say for irrational numbers, what we can give the statement we can give the first case, that is it is the remainder is not equals to 0 and also it is non-terminating and non-repeating. We can give the example of pi. So we can give the example of pi, that is 3.142. So this you can so on. This is, you can see that these are the scenarios for rational numbers. You can see the two cases, that is first case is the remainder is equals to 0 and one more the remainder is not equals to 0 and it is repeating, and one more irrational numbers what you can see the case, that is the remainder is equals to 0, it is non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, so pi is an example for irrational numbers. So all of you have to note down the real numbers and decimal expansion. All these three examples you have to solve and you have to write the cases for rational numbers and irrational numbers, and you have to send me on my WhatsApp number.